This is the largest hair in the world.
What?
Well, I hope you're having a great day, because it's time for another episode of Odd News Weekly, the show where we go all over the internet to find the craziest, wackiest, and weirdest stories for your viewing pleasure. This week, we have wacky stories like concerts starting inside of train cars, and you have to stay to the end to see this seal that got on a boat to escape its predators. So let's get right into it with story number 1. This woman has the biggest hair in the world. If you thought your bedhead in the morning counted as the biggest in the world, well, think again, because this woman, Jessica L. Martinez, got the world record for biggest hair for her very impressive afro. This title was held by Ava Duga, who was named a Guinness World Record icon this year, but she's happy to pass the crown on to Jessica. And honestly, just look at both of their hair. I mean, I can't imagine it getting any bigger than that. Do they even need pillows? I mean, you can just lie down on your bed and the afro will cushion your head. Honestly, very impressive though, Jessica. I will no longer say that my hair gets anywhere near large. It's only medium, small even, compared to your hair. Congratulations, let's clap it up for Jessica, woo! And Avon too, she has pretty big hair too. But what do you think? Do you know anyone with bigger hair than this? Let us know in the comments down below. But speaking of stuff that we have at home, 3 brothers found this comic book in their old attic, and now it just sold for $9 million. Talk about the attic find of a century, because apparently these brothers from Northern California were always told that their mother kept original copies of comics from the 1930s. But they just dismissed it as another family legend. But after the mother passed, they went out to clear her home and found this in the attic. The original first edition of Superman, which is the holy grail of comic collecting, by the way. And guess what? It just sold for $9 million. I need to call my mom right now. Mom, please tell me that there's something of value, even a little bit from my childhood. I collected all types of crap. Maybe there's something, at least one thing, maybe $9 million worth of something. Please, mother. I need to call her, really. Everyone, call your mothers. We might get rich. But seriously, it was protected by stacks of newspapers and it got graded a 9 out of 10 for its condition. But can you believe it? Just 3 brothers coming across $9 million just by going through their attic. Crazy. It's life-changing money. But what do you think? Do you think something in your home is probably worth that much? Please, guys, check in your attic, check in your basement. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something we could sell. Everything gets sold for so much money these days. I wish I kept my Pokemon cards. God, I don't know where they are anymore. I could have been a millionaire. But speaking of periods, people are using period blood for skincare? Yeah, I'm just gonna take a pause there, cause what? Yes, apparently in the latest beauty trend taking the internet by storm, people have started to use period blood as a face mask. And guess what? A study found that the menstrual fluid-derived plasma actually helps in healing and recovery for the skin. So it might not actually be as stupid as you might think. Just disgusting, not stupid,
What?
I guess. This might actually really work. But I know it sounds really absurd. There's only one thing that I really find a lot of joy in that came out from this whole period blood debacle. And it's that women have been pranking their boyfriends by pretending to put their period blood on their faces to see the reactions. And honestly, this whole trend is making everything worth it, because those are some funny pranks. You guys should check some out. But really, if you're planning to do this, please consult your doctor first. You shouldn't just be putting any random stuff on your face just because TikTok told you to. Okay, please, consult your doctor. We don't know yet. But what do you think? Would you ever put some period blood on your face? Maybe it makes you look like a Chad. Maybe it makes you look really beautiful. Maybe it's worth a try. I don't know. But consult your doctor, please. And let us know in the comments below. But also, while you're there, since you're already at the comments typing your little comment about these period blood shenanigans, might as well, since you're already there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, and that way you'll never miss another episode of Odd News Weekly. And also, it would really help us out a lot. You know, we're a small channel, everything really helps. A view, a like, a comment, a subscribe, everything. So thank you in advance. And let's move on to story number 4. A study found that you become more successful in life if you binge drink as a teenager. Finally, a study done just for me, because in the book, The Beauty of Pain and Drugs, Norwegian sociologist Willy Peterson of the University of Oslo argues that communal drinking when young could help ease inhibitions by acting as a social lubricant. And what that means is that if you drank a lot when you were younger, you could probably progress through your career much faster than people who didn't. The professor and his colleagues also spent 18 years monitoring the drinking of about 3,000 Norwegians from the ages 13 to 30. 13 to 30? Why are you drinking at 13? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not good. I mean, people in the Philippines drink pretty early, but 13? No. Too soon. Too soon. But anyway, the professor said that there is a correlation between drinking and success and that the findings are very strong. So great for me, because I spent a lot of my younger years drinking with my friends. Ah, wonderful times. But Dr. Willie Peterson, please explain this to me. I drank a lot as a teenager. But why am I a failure? Huh? Riddle me that. Explain that to me. Okay? Why am I a failure now? I should have been a success by now, but maybe the success is just about to come, and I just need to wait a little bit and I'll be rich. Thank you, Dr. Willie. You always give me hope. And always teach me that drinking is actually good for you.
Huh?
Don't actually believe that. But what do you think? Do you believe in this study? It's just one study after all. Make sure you do your research before you start, drinking all the time and ruining your life and not showing up to class and ditching college and dropping out of school and being a failure. So, I warned you. But please God, I hope it's real, because finally those years that I thought were wasted could finally be put to good use, because drinking is apparently good. I don't know. But please, do your research first. But speaking of something that gets my hopes up, this band turned this train car into a full-on concert. Traveling by train might be one of the most boring modes of transportation out there, but this band called Stone Keys saved everyone in the train car from sheer boredom when they started having a whole concert on board. Check it out. You know, I just love it when humans come together as a community. You know, when they just decide to have fun and be happy together. And music is one of those things that can really help people connect to each other. But man, this whole thing is just so wholesome. People getting together, being happy, not paying for anything. Everything is free. Happiness is free. And thank you, Stone Keys, for providing this entertainment for everyone on board. I love stories like this personally. It really does give me faith in humanity once again. But what do you think? Would you have enjoyed that train ride with them? I definitely would. But speaking of a ride that I would not enjoy at all, these Dart Stars did a prank in a car, and it ended with them projectile vomiting everywhere. In this crazy headline that I never thought I would hear, these darts athletes were in a car when they opened a can of surströmming, which is fermented fish if you didn't know, and this is how it turned out. Oh God, what was that? Not good. No. And apparently, a sponsor came up with this idea, but man, who would have thought that it would end up so gruesome and disgusting? Well, maybe someone did, because surströmming has a reputation of being some of the most stinky things that could ever exist on planet Earth. But this video got people on the internet mad at the post, saying that these Dart Stars should be better role models. But what do you think? Do you think these darts athletes should be better role models and take it down because it's a disgusting video? Or do you think they should keep it up because it's funny? Well, it's also disgusting, but it's kind of funny. It's also disgusting. I don't know. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. I guess it was kind of funny. I don't know. But speaking of something funny, you won't believe why these chickens are hung with plastic bags. This video of chickens in the Philippines went viral all over the world, and it led people to ask the question, why? Why would you leave these chickens hanging? Well, here's the real reason. The weather. But stick with me, let me explain. Apparently, the family who owns these chickens just lost 10 chickens during the last storm. So now they decided to hang them up on the ceiling of their outdoor shed and make sure they're secure and dry when the next storm arrives. And let me tell you, as a Filipino myself, these storms are no joke. They're not a joke. They're very serious. So yeah, when the winds come and the water's rising, well, these chickens are sure to be dry and also safe. So actually, very resourceful and ingenious. I really appreciate the Filipinos for doing stuff like that. Good job, taking care of your animals like that. But what do you think? Do you think this is the craziest way that people have been holding chickens? Honestly, it's a very average Filipino thing. I think I must have seen this once in my life. But maybe if the politicians weren't always stealing our money for infrastructure, then we wouldn't have to keep our chickens like that. But you know, Philippines, am I right? But speaking of something that isn't very average, this woman called 911 because a bald eagle dropped a cat on her car. Wait, what? Yes, in yet another crazy headline, this woman could hardly believe what Mother Nature put her through herself, and this was her call to 911. Let's listen.
Okay, you may not believe me, but I just had a bald eagle drop a cat through my windshield.
And you know what? I noticed that she sounds way too calm and composed. for something like this. If that happened to me, I would be screaming, "Oh my God, Mother Nature is trying to kill me!" But she was really calm and composed, and he was even trying to explain that you guys would never believe what just happened. Also, with some more details, she said that the cat was already dead before it hit her car because its insides were already out. Oh God, poor cat. But it also landed in her passenger seat. So this is just a gruesome, crazy, unbelievable story that I wouldn't have believed if we didn't have the actual 911 phone call. But she did call her insurance, and the insurance rep did say that this was one of the craziest stories that they've ever had and that they'd be talking about it in her division for weeks. So yeah, Mother Nature, I guess. And RIP cat, I hope you run free now. But what do you think? What's the craziest 911 call that you've ever heard or made yourself? Let us know in the comments below. Anyway, speaking of wildlife, this seal escaped its predators by riding a boat. We all know how ruthless the predators are in the open sea, but none come close to the apex predator, the orca whale. Those guys apparently are evil geniuses. And this group of orcas were circling around these seals when this seal had a bright idea and did this. Luckily, the boat was filled with wildlife photographers who documented the whole thing, and then they drove far away from the orcas, and the seal was able to get back into the water unscathed. Can you believe it? This guy really did not want to be dinner today, that he started using technology to run away from the predators, just as God intended. But what do you think? Did you guys even know that orca whales are apparently, or killer whales, are apparently really known for their hunting skills, and that they're evil geniuses and are evil? Well, that's what I heard on the internet. But speaking of something that's truly fearsome, this guy went from Olympic snowboarder to drug kingpin. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ryan Wedding, but he competed in the Olympics in 2002 for snowboarding, and well, his life seemed to take a strange turn. Because now he's a drug kingpin who hides in Mexico and is on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. And he's been gaining more notoriety lately because he's accused in the murder of a federal witness. Yikes, that's a scary guy. But apparently he's had his run-ins with the law since 2006, and he has been in jail before. But I still can't believe how he went from training to be an Olympic athlete, all the way to being a very violent head of a transnational crime organization. Crazy. I hope all the athletes out there never turn out like this guy. And lucky for me, there's no part of my body that's athletic at all, so maybe I'm safe. But what do you think? Have you ever heard of Ryan Wedding's story? It's crazy. You guys better watch out. Okay, there's the snowboarders out there might be crime mafia bosses. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, if you find Ryan Wedding's story interesting, let us know in the comments below. And while you're there, let me take this time to congratulate you, everyone who's watching this video. Well, congratulations, you have reached the very end of this episode of Odd News Weekly. You didn't go through 1, you didn't go through 2, you went through 10 of the best stories from this week. And I'm so happy that you guys spent your precious moments in your day with us here. And I hope I did my job and gave you that entertainment that you so deserve. And you know what I deserve? I don't know if I deserve it, but I would really like, if you did enjoy the video, like, the comments, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff really helps us out. We're a small channel, we're really trying to grow, and we hope that we can provide you with more entertainment and more of these stories and more of these videos, and all those likes, comments, and subscribes really do help us do that week in and week out. Thank you so much, and again, my name is Brick, your host, and I'll see you next week. But until then, remember folks, stay odd. Bye!